But now, Jennifer Crumbley, the mother of the Oxford high school shooter who killed 4 students, testified in her own defense today, the first parent in America to be charged criminally for a mass shooting committed by her child. She faces 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, which means prosecutors have to prove she caused their deaths, that it was reasonably foreseeable that he would do this, which is not easy legally. Son has already pled guilty, sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Crumbley made it clear today she wasn't responsible for buying the firearm that was used 4 days later, pointing the finger at her husband, James, who's being tried separately next month.
He called me and told me that him and Ethan were at the Acme firearm store looking at guns.
Okay.
And then they came home from there.
Okay, did they purchase the gun that day?
They did.
And when it came to storing the gun, she again pointed the finger at her husband.
Who is responsible for storing the gun?
My husband is.
Okay, explain why you say he's responsible for that role.
I just didn't feel comfortable being in charge of that. It was more his thing, so I let him handle that. I didn't feel comfortable putting the lock thing on it. I just rather not let him do it.
But she did admit to hiding the bullets after taking her son to the shooting range the weekend before the shooting. That Monday, a teacher caught Ethan searching for ammo on his phone. An Oxford high school official left a voicemail for Jennifer, raising concerns about the situation. She testified that the message was upbeat. It led to this text exchange with the mom. Jennifer saying, seriously, looking up bullets in school? He says, oh yeah, I already went to the office for that. This is nothing I should get in trouble about. LOL, I'm not mad, just have to learn not to get caught. He ends in saying, LOL, don't get caught. She says she was referencing her own high school troublemaker days and how she was always the one to get caught, and that she and Ethan talked about that. The next day, hours before the shooting, there was this drawing in the school of a gun like the one his dad purchased for him with the words, blood everywhere, my life is useless. Both parents were called to the school to address the disturbing image.
It was pretty nonchalant. It was pretty brief. He started to talk. He basically filled me in on what my son and him were talking about for the last hour and a half. He said that my son told him that he was feeling sad over the death of our dog that we had. My mother-in-law lost his friend. So we talked a little bit about that. We confirmed it. We just said we agreed it was hard on him. He told us that he didn't feel my son was a risk, and actually gave him the option if he wanted to stay at school or go home. My son wanted to stay at school.
Prosecutors allege that, unlike many other mass shootings, this one, where the facts were just so bad, so many factors here, was foreseeable. The writing was on the wall. Ethan reporting hallucinations he was experiencing to his parents, cries for help over his claims of their house being haunted. But Jennifer Crumbley never thought her son needed therapy.
There was a couple of times where Ethan had expressed anxiety over taking tests, anxiety about what he was going to do after high school, whether it was college, military. So he expressed those concerns to me, but not to a level where I felt he needed to go see a psychiatrist or a mental health professional.
Look, this case may come down to her testimony. Cross-examination begins tomorrow. Back with me is attorney Jesse Weber and attorney Mark Eiglarsh. All right, Mark, let me first get overview thoughts, and I want to dig into some of the specifics. Overview, how do you think she did?
I think she did extraordinary, and this comes from a trial lawyer of 31 years, in spite of my youthful appearance. I don't like calling defendants to the stand. I can't control how they act, no matter how much I prep them. I certainly can't control how they respond to prosecutors on cross-examination. That said, she was amazing. She humanized herself. She showed this jury that she did the best she could at her level of awareness. She's not Mother of the Year. I think that there's many things that she should have done differently. She's certainly not Wife of the Year because she had an affair. That said, that's not what the standard is. This is not a civil case as to whether it's reasonably foreseeable This is a criminal case, and it's a dangerous precedent to go after mothers like this who had no clue that her son would shoot up innocent people.
Well, thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.